How many times has someone come up to you at a market stall, you know what I'm going to say here, and ask you, are these the magic kind?
And we say, all mushrooms,
are magic.
Hello, business people of Earth, and welcome to NEBiznis, the podcast where you find out about the business people behind the business. My name is Rob Baines from Rob Cam Productions, and my guest today, well, I've known my guests for over 15 years.
That long.
That long. It just so happens that their daughter was on an earlier podcast this season, and it just so happens that their daughter is now my wife. I'd like to introduce my father-in-law and my mother-in-law, Vincent and Jen Smart from Urban Farm Mushrooms. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
How are you guys today? You all right?
Yeah, we're good.
Yes,
yeah, for a Friday, we're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, love Fridays.
Fridays are brilliant.
Well, you've got market tomorrow, haven't you?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, we're in Middle
Fantastic.
and Teesdale tomorrow, so
Yeah.
that'll
Good
be
stuff.
really
So
good.
weekends are always
Always
weekends quite busy.
Yeah, it's very busy, yeah. We'll usually do one market a weekend, and then because we work during the week as well,
Yeah.
always try and have one day off, either a Saturday or a Sunday.
Of course, you have to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think because it's coming closer to Christmas, obviously we're trying to fit in as much as we can. So we're probably doing more markets than we would have normally have done.
Many.
Yeah. So you guys have had a number of businesses in the time that I've known you both. Before we go into the magic world of mushrooms, how did you first start in business? What is your business origin story?
I first started cleaning windows when I was 11.
Wow, okay.
So I was this young slip of a lad. I know it's hard to believe, but I was a young slip of a lad at 11 years old, and my stepfather stopped my pocket money.
Oh, no.
And I needed it. So it wasn't a want, it was a need. So I had some money saved up, and I bought some wooden ladders, 16-foot, double 16-foot ladders, really heavy, out the South Durham and Stockton Times. You're probably a bit young to remember that, actually. But then, I paid 20 quid for them and started cleaning houses on Skerne Park. And then found a house, which was quite expensive at the time, and then managed to develop around. And when I was 14, I got a contract with the council to do the South Park Cafe. That was my first contract.
Oh, right, okay.
From there, it just
developed from
developed
there.
from
didn't
there.
it? Yeah, it just sort of like grew when you registered it not long before we got married when you were 18.
Yeah.
And
So
so
it's illegal.
sort of like Western Cleaning was born.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And
then
we're still doing that.
Yeah,
Still
we
doing
still
that now.
have that. We've
So-
had other businesses over the years, haven't we? We've had a glasses company, and we had Mega Vista Leisure with the motorhomes, which you did promos for.
Yeah,
us
yeah,
for.
definitely, yeah.
And now Urban Farm Mushrooms.
You found
Yeah.
you found the thing that you're passionate about.
Yeah, I mean, we're passionate about... You can't say you get passionate about cleaning.
No,
You know, and especially the stuff that we do, high level cleaning, and you're in there in all the elements, and it's frankly awful, but it pays the bills. So that's our main business. But this business now, it's something that I've always been interested in. Mushrooms have always been just such a fascinating kingdom, and it's only recently, the whole concept using food as medicine and that sort of thing, and you are what you eat. That sort of that's only sort of reared its head in the past sort of 10 years, 8 to 10 years,
right, okay.
properly.
Yeah.
Where people are now looking beyond pharmacological sort of things for their well-being, and they're turning to other means. So the market is huge.
Yeah.
It's there to be tapped. It's there to be part of.
And we're sort of like enjoying the journey. I mean, I work in what I would say the real world, as in I have a job outside of this, but it's been lovely that we've been able to develop this company together.
Yes.
Rather than me just taking like a paperwork role in other things. So it's an interesting journey, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting.
Good stuff. No, good stuff. What's it like going from a very service-based business to one that revolves around a product?
It's massively different.
Yeah.
It's massively different. And we were talking about this the other day, that neither me or Jennifer are salespeople. We're not salesmen. The biggest problem we have is going out and meeting people and trying to sell our product to them.
Yeah.
It's so nerve-wracking. It's unreal.
And we thoroughly believe in our product.
Yes.
I mean, the research that's gone into it, and it's just such a massive thing, and getting that over to people.
Yeah.
And we've had so many interesting conversations, but we're not natural sales people. So that is becoming a little bit of a learning curve for us, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas other businesses, the work's just come in. It's coming because people have a need for, some part of a camper van or whatever, or they want something clean in high level, or that it just comes in because we're well known for it.
Whereas there's a bit more of an emphasis to educate people, and
And when you work outside that sector and you go to work for somebody else, you're employed to do a job for them.
Yeah.
But as you know, when it's your own company, you are your company. So it's like selling ourselves as well, and feedback that we're getting is really, really awesome, really, isn't it? And the contacts that we've made, but we are sort of like learning to develop that sales sort of like technique.
Yeah, you learn to develop your own yourself, really, and the belief in yourself. Whereas before the work's rolled in and you've done okay with that, this is very different. Like you say, it's an education. People need to be educated about food for medicine, and especially mushrooms and the power of mushrooms. And that's all good and well when people come to you at a farmer's market, but when we're actually trying to sell products wholesale or stores to sort of stock our products, it's different, and it's a huge learning curve.
Is there anything you've taken from your previous businesses you've sort of taken forward in your latest venture?
I think for me, in the industry that I work in outside of Urban Farm, it's very people orientated. You have to have a way with people, a natural way with people. So I'm trying to sort of embody that in talking to people, because that's part of what I do every single day. So I think I'm trying to sort of like bring that more and probably develop that more, as in selling in that way for our products.
Yeah.
See, Jennifer's much better at talking to people than I am. I can explain something in my own words, how I perceive it. But Jennifer can do it in a way that it teaches people more, educates them more. I just say what it is: polysaccharides, polyphenols, triterpenoids. But nobody knows what they are.
Yeah, that's it. It's like you sort of, because you're so passionate about it, all the
technical bits.
Sometimes you can get lost in that jargon.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like sort of converting that to something that's people
a bit
can
more
understand.
layman's terms.
Absolutely.
People. And what we're finding is the conversations that we have with people now, people are out there and educating themselves. There's lots of people that know about what we do and the benefits of mushrooms. And when sometimes it's a hard slog saying the same thing over and over again, but then you meet people that have done their own research and know all about them, and that has been sort of like it's led to some really interesting conversations and some interesting contacts as well, which is really good for us, isn't it?
Yeah, great. So you spoke a little bit about you were actually passionate about mushrooms in the past. Where did this passion for mushrooms spore from?
Basically, my stepfather was interested in mushrooms, still is, and he would go out and forage and find shaggy ink caps or whatever, And I was always fascinated when he brought them home. It was, what's that?
Yeah.
And he'd just fry them up and down they went. It was so it kind of like it got me interested there. But then we've done a lot of walking in the past few years as well. You know, so and then we'd come across these mushrooms, and it was just awful not knowing what they were.
Yeah.
What the name was,
and if you could touch them,
and if you could touch them, and if you could eat them, or if you could.
Yeah.
I started buying books on the subject. This is
we
maybe
have a lot of books.
6 to 8 years ago. Started buying a lot of books and started doing a lot of YouTube, as you do, research. And Paul Stamets was and still is just a massive hero of mine. And it was a case of, after listening to him do a TED talk on YouTube, I just thought, I really do need to get into this because it's so interesting. And especially from a medicinal point of view or a food supplement point of view, it's just one of those subjects where it's almost like people have tried everything with food supplements.
Yes.
Herbs, herbal remedies, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when it comes to mushrooms, it's a part of the food kingdom that is just, it's like the deep blue sea. It's one of the most unexplored parts, pieces of territory on planet Earth. We know virtually nothing about mushrooms. We know what we can eat, what they're good for.
There's only a certain percentage of the
but there's only a certain percentage of the mushroom kingdom that we know.
Right. Okay, that's really interesting.
And so it's every day that we go to work and go to the unit and do mushrooms, we learn something completely new about something we thought we knew quite a lot about.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps you going.
Yeah.
It's not about. Technically, it's not about sales. It's not about meeting people and educate. It's just literally
the discovery element.
The discovery of it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, great stuff. So with that, what was the very moment that you decided I'm going to turn this into a business?
We sort of played with it. We sort of played with the idea for about a year.
Yeah.
We'd done an awful lot of research, a lot of reading. Then we thought, can we develop this into a business?
We were learning how to grow mushrooms as well.
We brought a tent. Can we grow these for ourselves? Yeah. Then we went a bit bonkers, and then everybody got mushrooms because we had mushrooms coming out of our ears. And very, very small, low key, wasn't it? And then we've been trading for 2 years now. So it was 2023.
Oh, okay.
We went to the lakes and we were sort of on, are we going to make this a business? Are we not going to make it a business?
Yeah.
We have to commit here. And we've been to the lakes and it was New Year's Eve.
Right, okay.
And we were in Pooley Bridge. And it was absolutely pelting it down. And we sat in the motorhome, didn't we? And had the laptop, and it's like we were going through different scenarios, and then we went, yes.
Right.
So
okay.
it was the 1st of January 2023. And on that day, Vincent registered us at Company House.
Okay, brilliant.
So we had this number pop up, and it was like, right, we've done it now.
Yeah,
committed. And then we thought, we sort of like knew we could do it, but that was sort of the catalyst to kick us into, we are going to turn this into a business. And we'd contacted Northern Dale Markets already. So we'd sort of like had a contact with them. And then over that time, we built the grow room and got everything in place for our first market, which was the May in 2023.
Yeah, so it happened a bit backwards, really.
It did.
We set up the company, said we were going to do it, and we had contacts and we had markets to do.
Yeah.
But we didn't even have a grow room.
We had tents. We had a small tent and a big tent.
So you said yes before you.
Yeah,
that's it. So,
but then sometimes you have to take that leap of faith. It's either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it.
It incentivizes it as well, doesn't it?
Sort of like, right, now we have to do it.
Yeah,
I think as well. What happened was we wanted to make sure there was a market for it. You go online and your Facebook and that sort of thing, social media, and mushrooms are all the rage, and it's not stopped.
No,
it's carried on, and people understand the benefits of it. We have regular customers that have subscriptions with us that know the benefits of mushrooms and food supplements. That's why they keep buying it, because it works. At the same time, we didn't know the market at all. So we sort of tried to set up the market before we even started growing them for profit.
Yeah.
And so then obviously other things followed because they had to. Like the grow rooms were built, so proper insulated grow rooms.
Sold our tractor.
We sold our tractor for that.
And
then
love the tractor.
And then we built the mycology lab, so we can start selling mycological products and that sort of thing on the website, and doing other mycological stuff for other companies as well, making MYCELIUM, for example, substrate blocks, grain spawn, that sort of thing. So that came about, and I built that, and we sort of did it all on our own. It just happened as a part of a process that we needed to do.
Yeah.
So it organically grew that way.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
That's what you did there.
That's a good fun, that. Yeah.
So talking about the process, as a husband and wife business partnership, there's a lot of parts of the process of what you do. How do you manage that sort of thing? Do you share the workload? Is there particular parts of the role that how do you do that sort of thing?
It kind of divides up into Jennifer's the brain and I'm the brawn. It's very simple. It's very simple. We
do divide and conquer, I think. Don't we?
We do divide, and if one of us is feeling or not feeling it, the other one will take over automatically. So we're quite good in that sense. Whatever needs to be done, one of us will pick up the slack.
Yeah.
But generally, I'm behind the scenes doing the growing, inoculations and that kind of thing. Whereas Jennifer does obviously the paperwork, which is your forte with any business that we've had, product launches, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and make the products and things. We tend to sort of divide everything out. I think because Vincent works for himself as well, and I work full time. Yeah. We've sort of like had to divide our times into a natural sort of like split of jobs because Vincent would have more time to be in the lab and be able to sterilise the blocks than I would. If those things are done, then when I'm there and I've got time and the time available, then it's all the other jobs that go with it, isn't it?
That I know nothing about, to be fair.
Yeah.
Making tea bags.
If Jennifer wasn't there, then I wouldn't have a business.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. I would carry on doing what I do, not knowing what she does behind the scenes, and it would just crumble. So it's a symbiotic relationship. We just
I'm a bit more of the driving force.
She is. She kicks me at the bum, and it works. It just works.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear. We work well with each other.
Kick him up the bum.
We even go on holiday with each other as well, which is.
It's not bad.
You'd think you'd need time away, wouldn't you? But
I think what works for us as well is that we've never been people to live in each other's pockets.
Yeah.
We've always, even though we've had other companies outside, we've always had roles that intermingle with one another but also stand apart. And I think that means that we can bring our own strengths to the company, which, for us works.
No, that's really important. Yeah. That is really important.
And we do take the mick out of each other all the time. All the time.
That's also really important.
Yeah, it is, because otherwise, I mean, you can say something that's on your mind, but you can do it quite humorously.
Yeah.
And the other person gets it. They understand that,
on the same level, sort of.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing. Obviously, if you live together, you're in a relationship with each other, and you have a business, there is that little bit of divide of like, okay, we've got to be professional here to do this, but of just sort of finding the balance, isn't it?
Yeah, because the lines can get blurred along the way, and we've sort of made a big conscious effort to make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah. Because it's
and you don't sort of burn out as well. That's the important thing as well.
And we do bounce off each other as well, ideas and and humour, sense of humour, and my singing in the lab, which I think is really good. But
what do you think of this?
It's truly terrible. Tell the truth. It is.
It's just.
Do you want to borrow some of these headphones?
Yeah. I kind of tune it out. I've learned to tune it out. 35 years of marriage, I've learned to tune it out.
Stick me in the lab with the door shut.
Yeah,
the vacuums.
Yeah, I have been threatened with that.
Yeah. So roughly, how many times has someone come up to you at a market stall, you know what I'm going to say here, and ask you, are these the magic kind?
Yes.
And we say, all mushrooms,
are magic.
Brilliant.
I don't think we've had a market that hasn't happened to us.
No.
Really.
It's funny because I'm not being in any way, shape or form picking on various areas of Britain, but if you go to Middlesbrough, you get it a lot. If you go to, Darlington, you get it a bit. If you go to North Yorkshire, you don't get it as much. Yeah. Newcastle, you get it a lot. And it's just one of those things where you get young males of certain persuasions that they obviously love their magic mushrooms. And if it was made legal, then it'd be something that we would, obviously look at, be licensed and all that sort of thing. But what we've got to tell people is, all mushrooms have their place in society. Yeah. Even the magic kind, because of the studies that have been done on them, the research that's going into them is just millions and millions of pounds worth of research, and it's reaping some good data. People with schizophrenia, people with depression, anxiety, that sort of thing, and it's one of those rabbit holes you can go down and for yourself and have a look. But we've got to try and steer them back into the conversation of food supplements. Food for medicine, that sort of thing.
This one's for this, the one's for this.
Yeah,
sort of...
you are what you eat, and mushrooms are magical in their own way. Each mushroom has a purpose.
Yeah.
And the ones that we sell have a dietary purpose, and they can help you in various ways that way. So
we do meet some interesting characters.
Yeah, and everybody's interesting. Everybody's interesting.
Yeah. Thirsk, this young man came up and he just said, are these the magic mushrooms? And we thought, oh no, here we go. So it was like, oh, magic, oh, mushrooms are magic. And he went, no, I had some last night. And then just walked off. And we were like, okay.
But you do have some...
If you're going to get the line of the jokers or the ones that are genuinely serious, they want some of that.
Yeah. and it is amazing that there's some people, I mean, we've met whole families that partake of
microdose,
and stuff. It's just one of those things where there should be a lot more research and it should be a lot more looked at, and people should be more sympathetic with it, that subject, because things grow for a reason. Things are on this planet for a reason. We cohabit with them, and again, that symbiotic relationship with humans, plants, animals, the fungi kingdom. it should be a lot. There should be a lot more research going into it, and used a lot more for various ailments that humans get. And as life becomes more modern, we're only going to suffer more with these ailments, especially mental ailments and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's a fascinating area, and it should definitely be more looked at than it actually is now.
Definitely researched a lot more.
Yeah, definitely emphasis on educating people. I think it's very important.
It is.
And that being said about the sort of the magic, mentioning those words and everything, what kind of challenges have you had actually marketing the product because of that?
Generally, it's been sort of from the big corporations.
Yeah,
everybody's into everybody embraces mushrooms. They're in awe of them. They wonder about them. They question them. They've done the research and they take them for whatever ails you. But the big corporations still need educating. To be honest, we've had a lot of problems with our website with payment gateways, for example, trying to get these payment gateways like Stripe and take payments, people like that, to name just a few of them, where they've actually cancelled our payment gateway on our website because
just over the sake of like a few keywords of
that they don't understand. So we have to be careful when we're doing the websites and the SEO on the websites, that sort of thing, that we say gourmet mushrooms. And of course, you've obviously got the council, so obviously we have 5-star hygiene rating and that sort of thing. But we have to be really careful with our advertising, with our branding.
Yeah.
So doing the labelling, that kind of thing, we have to make sure that it follows the law. Whatever we put on there is food supplement.
Yeah.
And that's what we are. We're a food supplement. The mushrooms it's the education around what the mushrooms can actually do. But it is a supplement to what you would be taking, and it is a food at the end of the day, isn't it? And and you're right, it's a word misplaced in something. People have
a certain just the very
blinkered. They're very blinkered, and they don't understand, or they refuse to understand. And it's been the sort of corporate side of it that's been the eye opener for me. And we've got around that because obviously the keywords we use, meta tags, all that sort of thing. Different payment gateways, they don't mind that sort of thing. So it's got over those hurdles, and we're in business. So
if you were to pick your top 3 mushrooms, which top 3 would you go for? You can either confer or you can
it's shiitake, king, and lion's mane. Shiitake are so tasty.
They're unreal.
They have their own seasoning.
Right.
Okay. That sounds weird. But when you have normal button mushrooms and you throw them in the pan,
don't get started on button mushrooms.
They pour water in the pan, too much water, because they release all this water. Because it's when they sell them, it's water weight. Then with the shiitake, it soaks up flavour. But because it's got its own salty and peppery flavour, it's self-seasoning, and it seasons the other food that you put it with, and it's just so nice.
A true mushroom should never leak water.
Right.
This is some of the education that we're trying to educate people with, that what they think is a mushroom is just leaking absolutely all the rubbish that is in it. A true mushroom should soak flavour.
Right.
And shiitakes are really good for that.
Yeah.
And if people want to see what they would say is a true mushroom shape, when you chop a shiitake, you would see
it's
the stipe, and you see you see the head and everything, and it's the proper mushroom shape. For me, lion's mane is just second to none. It's got a real nutty flavour to it, but it's so versatile because it's so heavy in protein. Vegetarians love it as a meat substitute.
Right, okay,
So because the mushroom is so dense, you can slice it like a steak, so you can fry it like a steak.
Yeah.
But you can also shred it, and we've used it
like
in
pulled pork.
And we've used it in fajitas instead of having meat.
Yeah.
And again, they drink flavour, but it really holds all that flavour, and I think that's just such an interesting mushroom in itself. And then for me, you really like kings, because they have a slight seafoody taste to them, don't they? You can the stem itself, when you slice it into the discs, can fry like a scallop.
Oh, right, okay.
Restaurants really
love
like that. I like enokis myself. I think
Enokis
it's just
are
because
nice,
they float in ramen, it looks really nice and quite cool, because depending on how tall you leave the bags depends on how thin and spindly the mushroom gets, but it looks like a little flower on the head. But I really like it.
That's another thing with mushrooms as well. People just think, oh, mushrooms grow out the ground, blah, blah, blah. That's what a mushroom looks like. Yeah. You can actually train a mushroom.
Oh, can you?
Mm-hmm.
So you can have, say, for example, the shiitake. You can add more CO2, or not take the CO2 away that a mushroom produces, and it will then climb and look for oxygen. The grow bag, you would cut a small slit, keep the CO2 inside the bag, and it would grow taller, looking for the oxygen.
Right. Okay.
So you can actually train it to grow longer stems, smaller caps. If you have more oxygen going into the grow room itself, take the bag completely away, it will grow short stems and big caps.
Right. Oh, okay.
The other thing you can do is you can actually introduce more vitamin D into the mushroom, which normally we just get from sunlight going into the plants, and that's how we get our vitamin D for our diet. But with mushrooms, because they're grown in grow rooms, we introduce 6,000 Kelvin lights, LED lights, really bright, they mimic the sun. We can introduce more vitamin D by leaving them on for longer, less darkness, more light. We can up the vitamin D levels. So there's various ways we can
customize
the mushrooms. So some chefs might like, say, a king oyster. They might like it with more stem, less cap. Some might like more cap and less stem. Each customer, each restaurant will get their own trolley with a barcode on, so we know whose it is. Their mushrooms would be grown week after week to their liking.
Brilliant.
And that's how we do it.
And I think there's this misconception that mushrooms grow in the dark. And they don't. The mycelium's under your feet in the dark, but your mushroom needs light, it needs heat, it needs moisture, it needs
oxygen.
Coolness, it needs oxygen, everything that's outside in the natural world. So our grow rooms mimic
those conditions,
the conditions that a mushroom would find itself in.
Wow.
And that's what makes your mushrooms grow.
And they're completely different from the plant kingdom, obviously, in that a plant take in CO2 and emit oxygen. Oxygenate a room by having a plant there.
Yes.
Mushrooms are like us.
Yeah.
Drink in the oxygen, give out CO2. And because of that, you can control how they grow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really
You learn something new every day.
You do, honestly, you do.
Do you want to know the weirdest mushroom to grow, though?
Yes.
That is a cordyceps mushroom.
What's
So a cordyceps mushroom looks like, do you know, like Knick-Knack crisps?
Yes.
You know, those twiggly kind of things. That's what
Cheetos.
it looks like a Cheeto.
Right, yeah.
Cheetos.
And it'll only grow on Uncle Ben's brown rice.
Specifically
Uncle
We
Ben.
tried all sorts,
Yeah.
and then we were listening to a YouTuber in America, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was Uncle Ben's. We
he'd
don't know
stumbled
what's
on it.
in it. He'd stumbled on it. Now they do grow in like a darker environment. Basically, is it right? They not in the wild. They'd grow on like dead bugs.
It depends if it's Cordyceps militaris or sinensis. It depends. The sinensis will grow on a dead butterfly or a dead caterpillar or a dead bug.
Okay.
And they'll infect it while it's alive, and then it'll start using the body of that insect as its food source. So it'll slowly die, and it'll grow out of its head,
Right.
the head of the insect.
Okay.
And that's a prized mushroom or a prized fungi.
And
Close to a bit of a zombie territory here.
Yes,
Exactly.
It's
been in a game. I think I remember what it was.
Last of Us. There was
That's
it was
it.
very
I'm sure Charlotte was
mushroom.
telling
Like
us.
We're not
fungal
gamers
bit.
really, so people keep saying, it's not like the Last of Us. And you go,
What is that? But it is interesting. It's a mushroom that has to be processed. So it's not like lion's mane that has...
You can't fry it and eat it.
You can't fry it and eat it.
Right,
It
okay.
has to be like powdered and then used.
Okay.
But it's an energy mushroom.
and then when you powder it, it smells like chocolate.
It does.
Wow.
It smells more like chocolate than
Chocolate.
chocolate.
Wow.
Yeah, it is the loveliest smell in the world.
It is.
It really is. It's quite addictive.
Wow.
So when Jen's
making
drying them,
capsules
when
and stuff,
Jen's drying
it's
them
like-
and they're finished drying, you
Taking your time
It's
doing
like-
it.
yeah, we walk into the unit where the dryers are. We've got these big stainless steel dryers.
Yeah.
And Jennifer walking, it's like, so nice.
That time again.
Yeah.
It's
Cordyceps time.
well, we were in sync then. That was
Oh,
terrible.
dear.
Oh no, that's a bit.
Yeah, that's because we've been
That's
married
complete-
for far too long.
Yeah,
No, good stuff.
Personal holiday due.
No, good stuff. When you're not in the lab or at markets or at 9 to 5, what do you like doing in your spare time?
Sleeping.
Okay.
Love it.
Sleeping's always good.
We don't really have much time,
No.
Not
to be
just-
fair.
Yeah, we go away in our camper van.
Yeah,
We walk the dogs.
And even then, that's almost like a bit of a scavenging sort of.
We still go mushroom hunting. Yeah.
We did this time, didn't we?
We did.
Do you ever
really well? Yeah.
Do you ever sort of work out your holidays depending on where you think like certain mushrooms are gonna?
We've actually, we went to sort of Arisaig and Mallaig in the Highlands.
Oh, we did, yeah.
Beautiful place, and the mushroom hunting is fantastic.
Yeah,
and I knew it would be.
Good fun.
And it's actually been a good year for foraging this year,
Right,
because we've had quite high winds, which blow the spawn around.
Knocks over dead trees.
Knocks over
and
dead
that's
trees.
what helps mushrooms
So
to
mushrooms grow. So it's been a really good year, quite dry. And then obviously we had a lot of rain, which then it sort of sprouted them all at once. It's been really good, and Mallaig was no different. It was superb. Turkey tail and chaga. We got quite a lot of chaga, didn't we?
Yeah. So
it's been really good.
Everything seems to revolve around a mushroom.
It has taken over.
You know us.
Even our ornaments in our front room are mushrooms.
Yes.
So we're a bit sad that way.
Yeah, we are a little bit sad. We do try and have a break, and it's just fitting everything in. I think because we both have other jobs as well, and then this is a passion that we have. It's sort of like taking over everything a little bit, and we're family people, so we love it when we have all our family over and things like that. So as much time as we can spend with you lot, and
it's funny because Jennifer works in the NHS. So she's helping people get better.
Yes.
So she runs a practice in North Ormsby. So she's helping people get better.
Yeah.
But she knows that she can't say food supplements might help. Exactly. And so for Jennifer, it's an even more of a good thing that we've got the mushroom business, because she can't wait to get in the lab.
I love being in the lab.
Come Thursday when she's done, and she's got the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, she can't wait to get in the lab and start inoculating and that sort of thing. Because it's a happy place, and it's that you are actually helping people properly.
I just find it fascinating.
Yeah,
just the whole thing. I mean, Vincent knows more of the technical things. Don't ask me foraging what that mushroom is or what that mushroom is. I mean, I rely on Vincent for all that information. For me, just watching something grow, inoculating something, and then seeing the mycelium appear, it's just fascinating. It's so fascinating.
Doesn't get old.
And then and then you're just watching the mushrooms just appear, and it's like plants. I mean, we had an allotment. My happy place was looking after plants. I just loved all of that, and it's no different with the mushrooms. For me, that's my sort of like relaxation. Just learning that side of our.
It's more of a science. Obviously, it's biology, so it's more of a science as well. And we're going to try and develop our own course for people as well, because we enjoy it so much. We want others to learn, and it's like you said before, it's part of the education process.
And you obviously offer like products to allow people to grow their own as well.
Yeah. So we've got the kits here, so. You can grow your own mushrooms, and for kids, it's great knowing where the food comes from. It doesn't come from a supermarket. It's not wrapped in plastic. You can grow it yourself.
Yeah.
That sort of gratifying sort of feeling that.
Yeah.
And the feedback that we've had, especially when we've sold a kit, and people have said, our children rushed home from school so that they could squirt the mushroom kit and see how far it had grown.
See how far it had gone.
And then when we gave one to my mum and dad and they grew it in their kitchen, my dad gave us daily updates. There was a picture came through of a daily update.
Every day a picture. And we get this from customers.
Yeah, and we
get daily updates of photographs emailed.
They'll come to the market and show us pictures of their mushrooms that they've grown. And
they're proud of it.
Yeah,
exactly.
And just to think, our product is out there and people are really loving it.
It's sort of helping on an emotive level as well as like sort of having something.
It just gives you a real buzz when you're talking to people.
Yeah.
I love seeing people's pictures. They're great.
We get also a lot of ADHD sufferers, younger people especially. They buy regularly off us, and they look so happy when they bought it. And they really do enjoy our products. They know it works, and they know it's a natural product and it's a food supplement, and they use that in their obviously everyday life, in their diet, and it works for them. And the best advertising is a happy customer.
Yeah, totally.
Without a doubt. And that's what we see every day.
Yeah, because like you're getting that word of mouth instantly there. Saying, like, they talk to the friends about it. The friends is noticing a difference in them.
That's it. Yeah. Or you get parents. We get parents of kids buying them, some of the supplements, and they won't do without it. Really gratifying. And it's not so much when you sell things that you're in a happy place. It's when they've used it.
Yes.
They're getting results from it.
Yeah, and the feedback that you get. That sort of makes such a big difference to us.
Brilliant. No, that's amazing. Right, well, I'm going to get on to the final 5 questions. So these are the questions that I ask all my guests of a similar vein. With the first question, I've been 15 years, and I've been quite a nerd. So this first question is very nerdy.
Okay.
Quite a nerd. Well, okay. If you had a TARDIS and you could go back in time and give yourself one piece of business advice, what would you say to yourself?
Probably learn how to market. I would do some sort of a marketing course, learn how to be a salesman, and I would also learn how to do web design. I've tried it in the past, and I've done it and been 1 out of 10. I've probably been on the 2 scale for being successful at it. I've developed maybe 3 or 4 websites of my own. When you see another company, as we've had a company do our website, Outrank in Middlesbrough, shout out, you see such a difference to somebody who knows what they're doing, does it for a living, to what you can do with your time that you have. And so I would say, yes, do the courses. They don't cost much. And learn how to sell, learn how to develop yourself, because everything's internet-based these days. Yeah. You haven't got a choice, really.
No. Well, you're very reluctant to get into the social media.
I was very reluctant to get into social media, and I fought it and fought it and fought it. To me, it's just a den of iniquity, as far as I'm concerned. But I was completely wrong. Obviously, I've learned that it's one of the strongest marketing tools you can use. Yeah. And I even got threads the other day. I don't know why I did that, but I got threads too. So it's one of those things where you've got to jump in and see and try it out and try and become proficient at it. So that's what I would say. If there's training to be had on your marketing efficiencies, take it. Yeah. Even pay for it and take it, because it can only help. If you're trying to set up a business, stumbling around in the dark, trying to do it yourself, and you don't feel you're getting any further forward, there is places you can go that will teach you.
Absolutely.
Take them.
I think for me, I would probably say to myself, jump in a bit quicker. I can be a little bit over cautious, and it's not a lack of belief in what you do. I think I've always, in everything that I do, edge on the side of caution. Whereas Vincent's always jump in with both feet, and then we'll see what happens. So I think that's probably why we balance each other really well. But I'd probably say to myself, just jump in a little bit quicker.
Give yourself a little head start. Brilliant, good stuff. What would you say is your kryptonite? What would you say your biggest weakness is in?
Oh, good question. I'm as tough as boots. I haven't got it. No. I would say again, just approaching people. Yeah. I think it's just being frank to people for me. I don't know why, but I can have a conversation with anybody about any subject. Yeah. And I can get into, a really deep conversation, deep and meaningful. And I love those conversations, but it's just approaching somebody new. Yes. I am so suspicious of people that it does spill over into...
Do you think that's improved since you've started this business?
What has actually helped with that is doing markets, because you have to sell your product to people.
It takes you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because it's we believe 100% in what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, we use it
get yourself out there, and you have to physically talk to people. Has been I think, especially for you, a massive learning curve. Yeah. I think in my job, you have to talk to people and you have to network every single day, and you're dealing with people. So for me, probably a little bit easier. And then I rely on Vincent for technical questions if somebody comes up and asks us for something. But that definitely pushed you well out of your comfort zone, didn't it?
Yeah. And there's still times now I'll be halfway through a market and it'll be just, I've had enough. That's it.
Just take a step back.
Put me in any situation, and if I have to talk to somebody. But then if you give me a public speaking assignment, I love it. It's so strange.
Yeah.
We're all built
different. I suppose it's that thing of sort of competing for the attention, sort of like, once I've got your attention, then you're happy.
I'm happy. But it's competing for the attention, because there's so many other people who could
all sorts of stuff going on,
and who could describe mushrooms and much better than I can. And it's that belief in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, then you've got to learn to believe in yourself quick.
Yeah,
definitely.
So the markets have done that. They've actually got us talking to people that we wouldn't normally talk to.
Yeah.
And that's probably been one of the biggest benefits, to be honest. You know, you just meet so many great people.
Many interesting people.
Yeah. They'll even tell you part of their life story and why they got into being a dietitian or whatever. And it's fascinating. It really is.
It's absolutely fascinating, some of the conversations that we've had. Just
Oh, great. That's really good. If you could have any superpower, which superhero power would you pick? You finally figured it out.
Superpower. Wonder Woman? No.
You can't have Wonder Woman. Oh, dear.
I would.
Don't get me started on Wonder Woman.
Superpower. Does it apply to mushrooms?
Is there a superpower
which one
that
can
would...
see? I'd like to see into the future.
It's funny because
That
actually,
would be good. I think that would be good. And then I could at least see
which way to market the product.
which way.
It's funny. I'd like extra vision.
Okay.
Not, you know, not for any
No,
nefarious
you
purposes,
carry.
or even microscope vision. You know, times
another
2,500.
tool. Yeah, like a sort of another tool to sort of...
Yeah, because in our lab we have the microscope and everything, but it's such a great educational tool.
Yeah.
So you can actually do time lapses of mycelium growing on the microscope. Brilliant to watch, and I just wish I could just do that and look in,
Just admire.
just admire the mycelium just growing. And I wish it would grow faster sometimes, because sometimes we've got to time it for markets and that kind of thing.
Does it sound?
So yeah, that kind of thing.
So again, a combination of those superpowers would
yeah,
be...
it'd be great. Yeah,
Hey, we'd be a force to be reckoned with.
it would.
Yeah.
Biggest in the world.
Yes. Everybody would want to
amazing.
collaborate with us.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
If you had to agree on this one, on your favourite film, a film that you can both agree on.
Desperado.
Oh, there's hesitation there.
No,
Not for me. Not for Salma Hayek. No.
I would do. Well, yes, Desperado is a fabulous film.
Yeah.
But
It's not even a good story.
Is there a film that like pops on TV that even if you've seen it like thousands of times, you'll keep on watching it. It'll stay on.
It would. Actually,
She just looks so good in that library. I'm sorry, she just
you
really does.
can't beat Shrek, I have to say.
It's not my first choice.
My favourite film is Gone in 60 Seconds.
That's not a
But
bad choice.
And I think, it's just that bit. You know, when they're
that one
old
bit.
school and they're going to go and get those cars, and it's the old school, and then the music. And I have
music
to say
makes
that is just, I have to say that's my favourite, but I'll give you Desperado.
The most important question, and I'm splitting it up into two parts here.
When are we retiring?
Where can people find you? I'll start off with on the sort of market game. Where can people find you?
Well, this weekend we're in Middleton Teesdale. We've actually got a guest slot on 8th of November in Saltburn.
Okay.
And shout out to Lorna. We hope that she's going to give us a regular gig
Cool.
at Saltburn. We'd really love,
love
that.
that.
And then we've obviously got the Christmas markets. We're looking at other markets as well. We've just been invited to Morpeth and we've just applied to Malton. And so we're trying to diversify and get out into different areas. And we've just put our name down to do Bishop Auckland Food Fest again.
Oh, fantastic.
Which is in April next year. We're really looking forward to that, and we hope that we get another slot at Saltburn, which will be further on in the year. So I think it's like July, August time, isn't it?
Yeah.
When they do their food festival. So we are looking at that, but we're also looking at local ones as well, because we don't divide and conquer at the moment. We both go together to markets. So we are looking at more local ones, and especially when it comes around to the Christmas time as well.
And as we said, we're looking at developing the curriculum for it, but we're looking at doing the course as well.
Yeah.
Which will be about an hour and a half of sit-down theory with obviously video and props as well, so you can have a look to see how it's done in theory, the reasons why we do what we do, and then it'll be an hour and a half to 2 hours in the lab as well. Inoculate bags, you can do the mixing, you can do some lab work, you can look at the mycelium through the microscopes, you can do all that sort of thing, and you can learn how mushrooms grow. It's not business advice, it's just literally
This is it.
this is how
Experience.
this
what we
is
do.
this is the
Yeah, it's
experience.
an experience.
This is how we grow mushrooms, and you can do it. And there's a free gift at the end as well. So if you want to go away and do it yourself, you can you've got the knowledge to do it. So we're going to roll that out as a Christmas gift idea on the website, and then starting from sort of January, February, March, when there won't be any markets, means we've got the weekends free, and that's when we're hoping to be able to do that for them.
Yeah,
So
and develop
looking forward
it
to that.
further.
Yeah.
And we've got other new products and things that we're looking at developing as well.
Brilliant.
as well.
Fantastic. And yeah, finally, where can people find you on the online front? Your socials and your website?
So it's www.urbanfarmmushrooms.co.uk. It's our main website, and also the same. We're on Facebook and we're on Instagram and Threads. Or if you wish to drop us a line, telephone line, it's 01325 808 969, and we can accommodate you, and you can come and have a look at our grow rooms, our mycology lab, and you can have a look for yourself what we do and how we do it.
Yeah,
Amazing.
we've got our email as well. So if people want to send us an email, ask a question, we're really transparent. There's no nasties in anything that we do, and this is what we try and convey to people. And we're happy for people to come and have a look at everything that we do and get the joy and love of mushrooms that we have.
Fantastic. Now, well, it's been brilliant having you both on the podcast. I hope you've had a good time.
We have.
I'm glad you've had fun, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have.
Thank you very much.
Do you see what I did there?
Yeah, fun, guys. Yeah.
So
Had that.
that was it.
Very good.
Very good.
We'll give him that one.
So if you've enjoyed this podcast, then make sure to follow us on social media as well at NEBiznis. And until next time, if you have any business, that's our business. If you enjoyed this episode of Any Business, then stay tuned. Urban Farm Mushrooms will be returning to the studio later this year to record their very own podcast, where they will continue to share their knowledge on all things mushroom.